Starting a YouTube channel has been really scary for me. I have always been an introvert. I've never wanted to be an actress. I've never enjoyed performing on stage or talking in front of a group. I even started crying talking at my daughter's bridal shower. So I am online because I am excited about something that I know can help many people who have been in situations that I've been in. So as a stay-at-home mom, we always struggled financially. My husband was trying his best to provide for us. He'd work his 9 to 5 and then come home and do a side business at home. And he's amazing. He tried his best, but the income was never very much, like think blue collar worker. So as I was raising our children, being busy with nursing and 3 meals a day and snacks and cleaning up and homeschooling, we have 9 children. And so I was busy a lot. And it was a little bit hard because we had enough money to make ends meet, but nothing extra. We couldn't even afford like snacks. And my kids, most of them are grown now, and they laugh because when we would get taco shop, they would split a bean and cheese burrito until they were teenagers, of course. But and now my son that's 30, he laughs because my 17-year-old son gets an entire California burrito to himself. And he's like, what? I got half a bean and cheese burrito. But anyway, my heart is for the young families that are struggling, trying to provide for their family, trying to keep a roof over their head and add extra fun into their lives. And now, as I'm getting closer to retirement age, I need an income for retiring. We need to know that we're safe and secure for our older years. And we're by no means winding down. We don't plan on sitting in a rocking chair and twiddling our thumbs. We want to have adventure, and life isn't over when your children are grown. You've got a lot of life to live. So my husband and I still have plans. You know, I was just talking to him the other day how when we were dating, we went out to dinner at Denny's and we were just getting to know each other and planning for our future. And he just took a napkin off the table and started writing down ideas. And we're still dreaming together. We still have hopes. And now it's expanded. We want to help our adult children get established and thrive. And of course, we want to give to charities and care about the needs of others. But the reason I'm on here today to tell you about a way that can help you, I wish I had found this. I searched and searched and searched. Over all the years, I've tried so many things on how to make money from home. So back before the internet, I did this snail mail thing where you did this needlepoint work, and I wasn't very good at that. So I didn't get paid because if you didn't do well, they couldn't sell it. And then I tried MLMs. I tried 2 different MLMs. One was an air purifier, and the other was this telephone. Of course, it was before cell phones, where you could FaceTime basically. And I believed in the products, but those are designed not really to be selling the products. They're really selling the opportunity, and you have to have recruiting people to sell beneath you. And when they sell or recruit, you get this teeny tiny bit of money from that. But most of the sales that you make go to what's called your uplines. So neither of those worked, and I gave up on those. And then as time went by, eventually I got a business at home that was doing well, and I ran that for 15 years, and that helped us have extra money. So I know what it's like to have an abundance of money, and that was really great. So, but then with that pandemic, that killed my business. So since then, I've been looking for new ways to make money from home. Right during that time, I also was doing Amazon FBA. I went through 3 years of learning, studying YouTube. I bought an expensive course to help me finalize details and get my steps in order. But I was excited about that, but it was a lot of work. It literally took 3 years. And I learned that even every detail is complicated. Like the color. You want to design something, you want it pink. Well, what number pink? Every color has its own number. So that's just one example. Or I wanted it made out of polyester. Well, I didn't know there was a variety of types of polyester, and you have to know which kind of polyester when you're talking to manufacturers and finding manufacturers and negotiating with them and then ordering samples and waiting for them to come. It's just very time consuming. Then I finally had my product finalized. Getting it shipped was an ordeal. Trying to learn how to get it from the factory to the dock, and from the dock to overseas, and then from overseas to Amazon. It was very complicated, a lot more expense. You had to have a minimum order quantity of over 2,000, and then pay shipping, then pay tariffs, and then wait for it to get approved through that process, and then getting it to Amazon. And then I had to pay Amazon storage fees. So anyway, it's very complicated. And once I finally got my products on Amazon, I was so excited. And then crickets. It wasn't selling because I didn't launch it correctly. You have to spend a lot of money on ads getting it boosted to the front page, because Amazon's so big, it was buried. So anyway, I'm here today to tell you about an amazing way to make money from home that's much easier. No physical product. You don't have to have inventory, and you don't have to pay for sponsored ads. It's a digital course that teaches you how to do social media. So social media these days is amazing. It's like free ads. You can post on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, your information, and it's free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you get to share it with people who have the same interests. So for me, as a stay-at-home mom for many years, and now facing retirement, I wanted a way to make money from home. So I was asking YouTube, the algorithm, you get in the search bar, and YouTube is really good at figuring out what your interests are. So my interests are, how do I make money from home, online? And I'd heard about digital products, and I had done Etsy. That was another thing that I did, designing t-shirts and Christmas ornaments. But on there I saw digital products, and I was intrigued, like, people are buying from Etsy these digital products to print out. So anyway, I wanted to learn more about that. So the YouTube algorithm led me to another lady who was showing this opportunity. I watched her videos. I was really intrigued. I'm like, okay, I can do that. No, I'm not real confident on camera. I have a lot of insecurities, but I'm like, I'm going to do this. When you have a need and you have a desire and you have an entrepreneurial mindset and a go-getter attitude, step out of your comfort zone and you do it. Where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I listened to these testimonials of people who did great. They're making great money. The caveat was, you've got to get in front of a camera. But there's also faceless ways to do it. You don't have to show your face. But it's nice to show your face, because then you're a real person. You're not AI. So for more information specifically on what this business opportunity is and how you can decide if it's a fit for you, there's a link under this video in the description, and in my bio there's a link, and it will go over more details with you. It explains all the processes and shares different ways people have done it in their own style and how they've succeeded, and they're really encouraging. It's fun to watch. So basically, you don't have uplines, you don't have downlines, and you keep 100% of the profit. It's like an affiliate course with 100% of the profit. So it's exciting. It's amazing training, amazing support. You're not doing it on your own like I did with Etsy or I did with Amazon. This has a support system, weekly lessons that are live. It's a question and answer Zoom call within the group, plus a online community that's kind of like a Facebook group where you can interact with all the other people who are on that day. So I want to encourage you to make a change today that will affect your future in a positive way.